So what should you really be paying attention to? Joining us now with more is Chris Krueger. He is Managing Director of the Washington Research Group at TD Cowen. Always a must read. So, Chris, you are dialed in as much as anybody. You're down there. Is this government shutdown going to end by the end of the week?
Yes. It might even probably ends tomorrow night. The House Rules Committee is meeting in a couple hours. The votes should start tomorrow around 4 p.m. Once the House, with a simple majority vote, passes the Senate-passed bill, President Trump signs that bill. The government is reopened and funded until the end of January.
So what would be the fastest, best-case scenario? Legislatively, how would it work?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I think the one thing to watch here is the vote is going to be it's a tight margin. House Republicans only have a 2-seat majority, and they're, as I'm sure people are aware, there are a lot of issues with the airports. I don't know if you can hear the wind outside. It's howling in Northern Virginia. So if the vote is delayed, I suspect it's just for attendance issues. But all signs point to the government reopening tomorrow night, certainly by Thursday.
Yeah, I flew today. I flew from Miami Airport up here. And again, just thank all the TSA workers. Thank the air traffic controllers, although you don't see them in person. At least I don't. Maybe you do, because we appreciate them being there. So we had 8 senators go from Democrat. I'm sure they're going to take a lot of heat for it. They probably are. People are going to call them all kinds of names. But they're probably doing the right thing for the federal workers that just want a paycheck. Will we see the same thing in the House? You think House Democrats some of them will come across, so we don't need just a 2-vote or 2-vote carry by the GOP?
We will see. I suspect there will probably be a handful of House Democrats to vote for this measure, whether it's folks who are in the so-called problem solvers caucus, folks who represent a number of federal employees, folks who represent a number of our nation's military. Yeah. And again, once the government reopens, the paychecks will flow. There will be clarity around those SNAP payments as well. The SNAP benefits. We'll start getting the BLS data, and then we'll also probably get some of the details around the planned $12 to $15 billion farmer bailout. So the government reopens. This whole process sort of, there is a level of kind of arsonist firefighting here. We're basically reverting to the status quo. Yeah. And unfortunately, we probably have to do this again in late January.
Do the dance again. It's really, what did somebody say? The definition of insanity is just doing the same thing over and over again and hoping for a different outcome. That's kind of where we are. So let me ask you about the economic data, because we're CNBC, by the way. Is that just all going to come out at once, or will they, are the people that are there, they're going to have to come back and put it together? Could there still be a lag, or is the data being compiled even while parts of the government are shut down?
It's a great question. I mean, I think there is some precedence here. So the 2019 shutdown, which was 35 days, so this broke that record. When the government reopened in 2019, the Bureau of Labor Statistics put out a special schedule so that investors would know when those reports were coming out, because they will move markets. So probably maybe Friday we will get that schedule. The September jobs report is effectively done, right? The government shut down on October 1, so all that work had been done in September. I would be a little surprised if we get the October inflation report, just because no one was working in October. So there are going to be some unique moments, but on a go forward, the data will be collected, but there will be a lag, although we do expect a schedule. So there won't be sort of one day that you'll get everything.
And then